Hi friends, Kathy and Peter here.
Hi y'all, how you doing?
Welcome to our FlossTube number 22.
Yeah, it's the 20th of January here in North Carolina. Sunny day out, but a nice balmy,
17 degrees this morning.
17 degrees this morning there,
It's warmed up, I think, to 26.
Yeah,
something like that.
No snow though.
No, bright, beautiful
We get
skies.
cold air in Carolina, and no snow though, so I got my sad face on.
But welcome to our FlossTube.
Yeah.
We've got lots to show you today. We've got FFOs and FOs and whips and plans and haul and Stitchy kindness and all that kind of stuff.
Too much to show you.
Yeah. Well, it's just been 2 weeks.
2 weeks. How about that?
Yeah. So
it's good to be here with you today.
Yes, it is.
This is a video about cross stitching, quilting, and woodworking.
Woodturning.
For those who might be new there, but and then I always start out with my little offensive piece here called my attempt to music here.
I'm gonna turn and watch him like you guys. I'm part of the audience.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am free. I was blind, but now I see. I once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in. I was blind as a man can be, but he set me free, free, free indeed. It's amazing, that grace, and how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. That saved a wretch like me. Thank you, Leo.
I think Leo approved.
Timing.
I know it. So we're going to pause and go get an espresso, and we'll be right back with you.
And turn the barker off.
Hi, friends. We're back.
Okay, hey, everybody. We got a little yapper with us, and we got our espresso now. Same cup.
Yeah. Peter had a different cup, and I told him he needed to get the same cup.
Big time production like this, everything's got to match up, don't you know?
So y'all grab something to drink. Hope you spend some time with us. Leo says hi. He's got on his tough guy sweatshirt hoodie.
Yeah, it shows how buff he is.
Yeah, he's very buff. And I think he is actually putting on a pound or two.
Yeah,
a little treat. There we go.
Button. He'd probably be all right down on his little pad to get him down
there. He
there.
probably would. Yeah. I don't know though, now that I've got this up here.
Well, you can keep handing them to him there, so we don't have to keep doing
passing him back and forth.
The Leo shuffle here.
You want to do the football?
No.
Leo football?
He's a dog.
Okay, we're going to try that.
Belongs on the floor. That's where he goes.
No.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Okay. So, well, welcome back.
Welcome back. Yes.
Yeah, we wanted
to be here.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Great to be here.
Yes.
It's been a busy couple of weeks for us, and we'll talk about some of that as we go along.
Yep.
But we wanted to share some of the comments that we got with some of you guys. And thank you for your comments.
Yeah, so good to hear from you all there.
Yeah, it's great.
Kind words.
Great to hear from y'all, and it's wonderful to read your comments. And thank you for our new subscribers, for our existing subscribers, and we just are so grateful for you all. We can't tell you how much.
Indeed.
But anyway, start off. Linda had shared a memory that she had of her grandma, who had a wood frame that was attached to the ceiling, and she could let it down, and then friends would come over, there would be a quilt on it, and they would sit around and quilt her quilt, or quilt whoever's quilt was attached to it. And she said she remembers that. And I was talking to Peter about it, and we had a friend, Dawn, who has since passed away, But I remember him sharing a memory of the same thing with his grandma. And when he was a kid, the kids would get up under the quilt and sit under the quilt while the ladies were up top quilting. And if they needed a needle pushed back through, they would push it back through for them. Sounds like it'd be a great hiding place for kids.
Yeah.
Like a big tent.
Collectively work together.
Yeah.
Pass the needle.
Yeah, so thanks, Linda, for sharing that memory. Yeah, I know you miss your grandma. I miss mine too. But one day, hopefully, we will see them again.
Amen. We
had lots of kind comments about the quilt that we shared at the end about your woodworking, and we really do appreciate that, and
yes.
Of course stitching.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Crombie, Texas asked if Peter could drill 10 holes instead of 5 in the scissor caddy.
Yeah.
So Peter wanted to show you the caddy and how he would go about it.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, this scissor caddy here has got 5 holes in it?
5 holes.
5 holes. This is our standard size. We do have an ambrosia maple, which is a 6-inch blank instead of a 5-inch blank. But even with the 5, I could put 10 holes in there, equidistant like that.
Yeah.
It's just they would all be so much closer together. They would almost like have to be lined up side by side.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Or
it might be a little.
Or like little soldiers marching like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
And just a different way. But yes, the answer is, and of course, this caddy is not complete. I don't have the feet or the finial on it.
Yeah.
But the point is there, and thank you for that question, by the way, because that's, I really like that idea. And I can make as many holes in this as you want. It doesn't matter to me. 1 hole is just like any other.
You do 3 holes if you'd rather have 3 holes.
Yeah, 3 holes or whatever you'd like to do there. Or if you have any ideas, and even how you'd like it designed, if you wouldn't, I put these little accent rings around here because it looks better than just a plain face. But some of the wood looks so nice, the plain face looks swell as well too.
Yeah.
But if there's any other design that you might think of that you might like, hey, please ask, and we'd love to hear from you. And because it gives us ideas.
Right.
And
matter of fact, Paulette asked if we could do or suggested doing a mushroom finial.
Yeah, I like that idea.
That's a great idea.
I thought of what could I turn on there and I normally turn mushrooms. I used to turn mushrooms for scissor holders. Yeah. I can turn a little mushroom there finial. Wouldn't that be cute?
Right.
So, but thank you for that question, idea, suggestion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to work on that.
Yeah. Josie, thank you for your comment about Southern Needle Workshop in Brookneal, Virginia. We went this past week and had a blast. It was so much fun, but I headed right to the floss that Whitley hand dyes. She overdyes cotton floss, and it's beautiful. I've got some in my haul, so I'm gonna show you. But I appreciate your suggestion, Josie. And Carol really liked the song that you started with last week.
Oh.
It brought back a lot of memories, like when she was in Sunday school.
That's right, this little light of mine. Wonderful.
Yeah, and I sang it all week. Yeah, but we have lots of nice comments about the quilt rulers too, so that will be something we'll be adding to the shop eventually.
Yes, sooner than later, hopefully.
Right.
We've been rather busy. In fact, we've gotten several orders in here recently.
Oh, we've gotten a lot of orders.
Have kept me quite busy.
Yeah.
I had all these grand and glorious plans. They have the scissor caddies already done, getting them in the shop and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. And all that just kind of went when all of a sudden we started hearing this cha-ching, cha-ching.
I know.
I'm thankful. Don't get me wrong.
No, very thankful.
Glad
we
for
were
the business.
Church last Sunday, and I was sitting in our equip class. The men have an equip class, and the ladies. And I was sitting in there. Of course, my phone was on silent, but I kept getting notified of these orders. I mean, it was one after the other after the other. I was like, what is going on? So got home. I told Peter about it, and I said somebody has mentioned us or something. I don't know who or what or how. But anyway, I went to. I had a feeling it was Liz from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch, because she has one of our spools, and she finished a Tiny Town on it last year about this time, and that was another big increase of sales that we had because of Liz. So thank you, Liz, for mentioning us, and she did mention us again in her FlossTube, and that was the reason we got so many orders in last week.
Thank you, Liz.
Yeah, and they're still coming in. So, Peter's got his work cut out for him. And then I do when it comes to shipping.
In addition to, talk about shipping. I mean, all these years that we've been doing this, I say all these years, what, been 3 years?
Since 21,
21. And shipping's been really great, no problems at all. But here just lately, we've had a few that have
Just
gotten lost in this space somewhere or whatever.
Stella,
and
you're one of them.
Stella in Mexico there.
Yeah.
So sorry that we had no idea that her item had been misplaced or held up or whatever. We didn't know or anything like that, and she didn't say anything to us till after
Just
Christmas.
recently,
and she ordered it before Christmas, what I assume is hoping that it would get there Christmas. But she didn't say anything to us.
It was actually in
October, yeah. So Stella, we're so sorry that happened. But please let us know if
anything,
if it doesn't show up any unusual long times like that. So we shipped out another two. Hopefully you have it by now even.
I did check yesterday and it's in Mexico.
It's in Mexico.
So hopefully it's on your
that's
way.
as far as the other one got. So hopefully it'll get to our doorstep.
Yeah.
But Stella, we are sorry for that.
Yeah.
And also in Texas, we had one
We
too.
had
in
one
our
in
own
Texas,
country.
yeah, Tara, and we shipped another one, and I checked yesterday to see if she'd gotten it. She hasn't gotten it yet.
Oh boy!
So we're just keeping our fingers crossed, that she will get it.
So shipping is, it happens. It hasn't happened till recently, but it has happened. So we're sorry for that, but we will definitely.
Oh yeah, make it good.
Make it good somehow or
one way
another.
the other. Either refund your money or send you another. Which that's what we did. We sent new items for both of these wonderful friends.
Of course, for those of you who live in Europe or something like that, I'd be glad to come over there and deliver it personally to you.
Yeah.
Kind of like hurt the bottom line a little bit, but oh well.
Yeah, but there are a couple more FlossTubers we wanted to shout out. You don't give him all those at one time. Wait, don't give him all of them at one time. Peter's feeding.
So bossy. So bossy. I mean, we usually give him one anyway, right?
I know, but this is
we're going to run out eventually.
I want him to look there so he can look.
The video's going to last longer than this.
Okay, it's FlossTubers. So who were the other FlossTubers that gave us a shout out? Karen, the Stitch and Am. Thank you, Karen. We really appreciate that. Love your piano playing at the end of your FlossTube.
Beautiful.
If y'all haven't checked her out, you need to go check her out. She is an amazing person, a beautiful lady, and a sweet stitcher. Sandy, Stitching with Sandy, gave us a nice shout out talking
Sandy.
about NYE 12 by 12. That was so much fun. I'm so glad participated with you on that, Sandy. And of course, Merritt. So just because Buzz.
Absolutely. Hey, Merritt.
Yeah, hey, Merritt.
Still loving those tools that you
have
notified me about. Well, they work so good. I really do.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm just amazed at how these things. I just stand there. I just throw the chisel in, and next thing you know.
Anyway, Merritt has some new charts. Y'all need to go check them out. She's actually made a pattern for her spool, her pin cushion that she does in the milk glass.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, she had done a class at Craft Gallery in Findlay, Ohio, and Carol attended, matter of fact, and she said it was a great class. So now she's got a pattern out. So if you want to try that, you go and get the pattern from Merritt.
Absolutely. And Merritt, if you ever make one that you'd like to have a nice spool for it to wrap around, just let me know what size, and I'll be more than glad to fix you up.
Right. Well, let's get into the FFOs and talk about our FOs. I don't think you have any FOs and whips and stuff, because I know people are here for the cross stitching and for the wood turning. Yeah, wonderful. So, did you have an FFO?
I have one FFO.
One FFO.
And that's it. It's all you get for today's show. So oh my goodness, this has been like almost half a year ago. I showed you a picture of a painting that I did.
That's right.
And I didn't know what to do with it there, and I did it all in kind of like a monocolor type thing there. And she suggested that, or some other people actually got some comments say, you ought to put a little castle on that hill there, because it reminded me of Scotland and that kind of thing, Isle of Skye and all that kind of stuff. So I did the other day, a week or two ago. Yeah. Anyway, this is it. Oh, you can't see that. Let me bring it up here. Here's my little castle, a happy little castle. Yep. I hope you can see that okay, but anyway.
It's got his pennant out there.
You got my little pennant there, so there's somebody alive in the castle there, but looks more like one of the castle ruins you see over there. But anyhow, I finally put a castle on it. I think that's as far as I'm going to go with it there. And
I like it.
It's just going to be a lonely little castle on the side of the hill. She wanted to put sheep and stuff in there and stuff, but I didn't want to.
Kind of hard to do, I guess,
Little white spots on there.
Yeah.
Like snowdrifts. No, I don't think so. Anyway, that's my FFO.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, where are we
Thank
going
you
to
for
put
looking
it?
at
Do you have
that.
any idea where we might put it?
Oh, put it. Yeah, I do have no idea.
You do have no idea.
I do have no idea.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay. I think
Well, my next FFO is not a stitch FFO, but it's a sewing FFO. I made some pillowcases to match our quilt. So these are standard size pillowcases, and they were a lot of fun to make. They're wrinkled because we're using them. But let me show you. I did two different colors, a nice soft yellow and this green 1930s
and they look so nice against the quilts.
reproduction. But yeah, they've been washed, and they'll get washed every week, when I wash the sheets.
Yep. It's good to know that we wash our sheets. You needed to know that. I know you were worried about that.
Anyway, I had a tutorial written down somewhere of how to do these. I haven't made pillows in a couple of years, and when you don't do something all the time, you forget.
That's right.
So yeah. I went on YouTube and looked for how to make a pillow, and Shabby Fabrics came up, and she's got a really great tutorial on how to do the sausage pillow, and that's exactly what I was doing. And this has French seams in it, so there's no thread showing. And that's exactly what I wanted. So I will link that tutorial down below. So if y'all want to make a pillow, go watch her tutorial. It's really easy. You don't have to know a lot about sewing because she explains stuff really good. So anyway, that's my
very
FFO.
nice. That's very nice. Beautiful.
That's called a sausage pillow case.
How about that?
Yeah, really fun to do. It's like magic.
How about that?
Yeah. So I have a couple of FOs. Let me share my FOs.
Okay, alrighty.
My Sunday stitch, which y'all been seeing this for a while, is actually Beth Twist Heartstrings Samplery's Sunday stitches, and I was doing Blessed Assurance. Can you see that? Is it too shiny?
Yeah,
anyway, I'm using the called for colors, and been just stitching away on it. Here's the flosses. Yeah, pretty. A mix of 4 different kinds of floss.
Yeah.
Dental Arts, Classic Color Works, Week Style Works, and I think I've got 3 different kinds. Yeah.
You look more vibrant on your stitches, you'll see in a second.
And here's my
Then just twine around the finger there.
I like it twined around the finger. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. So I had to frog this and that last time I was with you. I can't remember if I had done any stitching last time. But anyway, got it finished up. So I am really happy, and I'm gonna finish it in a pillow just like I did the Amazing Grace that's up here. So that's my FO, Sunday stitches. And I am gonna just keep going with her charts. The next one is going to be, and I've got this kitted up.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. I will cling to the old rugged cross.
Nice.
I am doing a little bit different fibers on there because I did not have the Concord. So I'm using, which I don't guess I really should be talking about this right now because it's not a whip.
That's a plan.
It's a plan. I'm going to use mulberry instead of the Concord because I didn't have the Concord. I think that's really pretty, and I pulled up Concord on 1, 2, 3 stitch and did a real zoom on it, although it's not always accurate. And anyway, a lot of her charts, they use the same colors, similar colors, and she might add 1 or 2 to the different charts.
Yeah.
So
Nothing wrong with variation there.
That's one.
Very good.
And my other, I'm going to call this an FO, even though I have 3 remaining stitches.
3 whole stitches.
I'm saving those 3 remaining stitches till the 31st. This is my blessing sampler. And it's Sidonie's Petit Chien. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but it means little dog. And I was able to do this for my sweet friend that went and got the book for me. Yay, thank you, Kristen. I love it. I love this book.
A lot of happy hours.
Thank you,
there.
Krista. This is the chart. This is the finished. That was actually the original sampler. You can see it's all worn and everything.
Yeah.
And in the center, really pretty. But this little dog, they actually had blue on the feet and the tail, but I'm just doing blue collar and blue eyes. So,
Yeah.
and I'm stitching this with Schoolhouse Red, classic Gentle Arts Schoolhouse Red. I've fallen in love with that.
Looks really nice against that material.
Doesn't it look pretty? And I think when I finish put the eyes in, the one eye and the 2 stitches for the collar, I think I might put Leo 8/23, because that was his gotcha date.
Gotcha. Okay.
Was it 8? No, it was 10. Was it 10?
Oh, you were asking me to remember?
I've got it in my
I don't know
phone.
why she does this to me.
I think it was October the 8th, 23. So I'm
I
gonna
know
do
we
10.
got 'em.
I'm gonna do 10/23 there, if I'm remembering correct. Anyway, I've got the date. I'll have to
And
look
we
it
got
up.
the dog. So
And
we
we got
know
the-
either which way it works out.
So that's my other faux.
How about that, huh?
Yep.
Nice.
And so
Moving right along now.
you have some whips.
I got some whips.
You have lots of
In
whips.
fact, yes.
I have a couple of whips.
There you go. You can have the furry football with you while you're there.
Uh,
Okay, Ricky there.
I'm gonna enjoy my.
See, I couldn't do that with hold the dog. I couldn't even drink my coffee.
Well, you could have drank your coffee. You silly man.
The sacrifices I made.
I tell you.
Anyway, all right. I was at the Harris Teeter last week before, and they're getting rid of all the Christmas stuff. This is when I like to buy stuff for Christmas. Is 2 weeks after Christmas.
Yeah, that's when you get.
And they had
the
these little
price.
wooden signs, all that kind of things like that. You can paint yourselves and whatnot. And there was one that said Noel. I thought, well, that's nice.
No, we've had. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, she's right. It wasn't this one. Scratch everything I just said. Just forget about it, okay? Let me
I'm
rewind
terrible
it.
about correcting him. Why do I do that, y'all? I shouldn't do that. Anyway, we
Won't
bought
say
this.
anything.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, we had this sign. It says Noel. It had no paint on it. It does now.
No paint.
Am I doing
Noel.
good so far?
You're
All
doing
right.
great.
All right. Anyway, so this isn't finished because I got little deer on there. I want to put snow on there on the ground, and my little snowflakes need white. A little Christmas,
Look at the little doties
Christmas
in
tree.
there. Oh.
Yeah, little spots on the does, falling Mama, or actually Papa. Mama don't have horns like that.
Yeah, where's Mama?
I have no idea. I guess she's off somewhere. Maybe she
Yeah.
got hired. She's the North Pole. And I got to put more. This is supposed to be silver. The words here, silver, they don't show up too good because my paint is like 2 years old. I need some new paint. It's shinier. Anyway, so I'll get done with that. Well, I will get done with that. And then you're right. You're right. I was in Harris a few weeks ago.
Are you gonna do the back? You gonna
Yeah, I'm going to do the back. I'm going to do the back.
you gonna
Yeah.
paint the back, like the back of the tree green and
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, all that. See, I didn't get the back yet. I'm not finished. Well, how about that? Noel.
Oh, that's weird.
That's weird.
That's really weird. I
It's
hope we're not
backwards
backwards.
this way. Not backwards. Well, we're using the actual camera, so it should be right.
Okay, I hope
Try-
so. If we're backwards, please forgive us.
Yeah. You know how it goes with me. Anything's possible. But now this is fast forwarding the story. Yeah, you are correct. Then I went to Harris Teeter a couple weeks ago. I found a sign that or a thing that looked like it could be painted. It was a Christmas decoration. I guess I should say there.
love
With
it. And that one is
I'm
painted
not
on the back.
speaking words. Well, yeah, that one will be too.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is what I got from Harris Teeter. It was on sale, reduced. That's why I like to buy things. And I thought, this would look really nice as a backdrop for this guy here when it gets
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
And of course the trees. I got to paint the bottom of this. I want to put the green on the bottom like this one here.
And do snow.
And do snow. I'm going to build up little gobs of paint that look like piles of snow even, and that kind of thing.
I like that idea.
Put snow on the house, on the rooftop of the little house here, and on the tree branches and that. And so for next year, we'll have a design looks like the little town here of NOEL is in a forest.
Nice.
So anyway, that's my thought process there
I like your thinking.
for what it's worth. And so
Mhm.
that's that.
That's
yeah.
that.
So we got
Wonderful.
it all on discount. So that's the best part of it all.
Okay.
Buy good stuff on discount after.
That
After
is the
the
best time to
holidays.
get Christmas stuff.
Yeah,
Then
so
you can
that's-
pull it out next year and you got something new.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
my FO, and now my story's been straightened out. I showed you my FO, and my life is now complete.
Not quite FO.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. It's a whip.
It's a whip.
It's a whip.
That's okay. That's
You got a whip?
I do. You want to go back and forth? Or
Yeah,
do you
why
want to
don't
go
we do
ahead?
that?
Okay.
Do that, yeah.
Okay, we're passing the ball.
That way I can make up my propaganda while you're doing that.
Oh, and this is a heavy scroll. Hang on. I got to reach, guys. Yeah, let's go back here. Okay, my whip go. For one of the whip goes I had for this month is Tree of Life Samplings Tender Father Sampler. I don't know if y'all remember this chart that I've been working on for a while. Beautiful, by Jan Alexander Zellers. Reproduction. It's gorgeous. Oh, I just love this so much. This is another one I am stitching using Schoolhouse Red.
It works really well on this.
Isn't it pretty? Look at the schoolhouse. Oh, that color is just luscious. I think I've used one skein so far, and I'm stitching this on a R&R Reproductions American Chestnut 36 count. Have some left. And I'm about halfway finished. So I am really, really, really happy.
Good.
And I didn't really study the chart. I was just looking at the first half. And I didn't realize that this was over one stitching here, but I'm just gonna do a little bit at a time and get that over one stitching done. So when I get this finished, then I will be halfway. But I'm gonna go ahead and work my way down and start down here and then come back and do a little bit of that, come and go back here and work my borders down. And I'm just doing 10 half stitches here and then one full stitch so that I can count, or 9 half stitches and one full stitch, 9 half stitches, one full stitch. So I'll know if I'm in the right spot, and it'll help me find my place. This one, I also didn't realize that it had the Algerian eyelets. I think that's what you call them. And I haven't done very many of those. And I thought, oh, I'm not gonna like that. But I started doing them and they are fun. They are fun. Can you see them on the side there? So all the little flowers are the Algerian eyelets. Hope you can see that. And then when I pulled out the second part, the other half down here, all of these letters are the eyelet stitches too. These big letters right here, all of that is the eyelets. Woo! That's gonna be a lot of fun. That's why I can't wait to get down there. And then there's more in the border, and then all these words down here, the smaller words going across, those are over one. So this is going to prove to be a little challenge for me with the over one, but I'm just going to take my time and do 3 or 4 letters at a time.
Yeah, it sure looks pretty, I tell you.
I think it looks really pretty.
Stitches are really, really nice. Tight, good, clean.
Thank you. Of course, they're always a little bit wobbly when you put them on a scroll rod, but it'll straighten out when it's stretched for a finish. I just love this Chien.
That's pretty.
I'm so glad I got it from you.
Yeah.
And even though I was a little hesitant when I saw the specialty stitches. Yeah. Oh, there's also, what do you call that? One-sided stitching, two-sided stitching. This, let's see if I can find it. All of the hearts, I believe the hearts that are going, these are all those kind of block stitched. That whole row right there. I don't know if that is too. I could look at the chart, but I can't show you all the chart. Hang on, let me look. Yeah, that row of hearts and the other row are those two-sided stitching. I think that's what it's called, where you just box it in. It's like, I guess it's like a back stitch. So I haven't done that before. I'm gonna have to learn how to do it. I don't think it'll be hard. I think it'll be fun.
You can do it.
Oh, let me put this away. So that's one of my whips.
Yep, it's a good one.
I love it. I had so much,
one.
and I spent 3 days on this. So that's my, that's what I've said is my goal one whip go this year. Instead of 5 days, I'm doing 3 days. I'm hoping this will stay there. It is
Everything is precariously purchased. She smacks into the camera.
camera.
Just pretend like we're on Star Trek and everybody goes like this all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah.
We've been hit by a photon array of Kathy.
We've got to go the same way.
Okay, I got some whips here to show you. We, I guess it was a couple months ago, we got a pretty good sale on some exotic wood called Samplery.
Yeah, still expensive, but
yeah, still expensive. It was on sale, and because normally our standard fare is maple, cherry, and of course walnut with our smaller skeps and stuff like that.
Tulip poplar, some.
Yeah, tulip poplar, some, and even some basswood, which I haven't used for quite a while there. But and I'm talking about setting our spools for tiny towns.
Right, right.
So we got some Samplery, and I went ahead and cut and shaped some of it. This is what this stuff looks like rough, and it's a beautiful. It smells so good when you cut and when you burn it. Oh, that makes my shop smell so good. Not quite as good as American Eastern Red Cedar, but it does smell really good. Between this and cherry and cedar, those are the best smelling ones. And I had a couple of these there that I had cut from the pieces that we got.
And these blanks are just a tad smaller than the cherry.
Yeah, these are a little bit smaller, so therefore the little angle on the spool here has to be less because the diameter is less on these. But nevertheless, you can see, because I got to have 11 inches for the tiny town to fit on there. So, right. And until I do start doing some piecing of these things there, we'll primarily work with solid pieces there. Right. But I did go ahead and took another piece there, and I did polish, sand down, seal, and polish the side to show you
what a difference.
What this wood really looks like.
Oh my goodness!
Let me tell you something, boy. When this stuff started coming through after I did my polish on there and made it nice and smooth and all, oh man, is it ever pretty! And I think I got the bottom done in this here as well too. It looks darker here because this is end grain, which is opposed to side grain. With in woods, it's just like that. And I didn't get the top done on this one here yet, but I did go ahead and fixed up one this morning because Kathy told me to get ready, and so I did. And I have another piece that I had polished on the side, and again, it's a beautiful wooden side. I got the bottom done, and then I did have, this is just a one-holer for right now, but I will put 4 other holes in there to make it a 5-holer like the other ones as well too. But this wood is just so gosh darn beautiful. I tell you, I just love working with some of the exotic woods that come in, Purple Heart and this Samplery. It's just, this is almost like mahogany actually. But
and for somebody that might want a darker wood like walnut that we can't get, this would fit the bill for them.
This would be a good suitable substitute for that. Yeah, for sure.
It's so wild how it's so different on top and bottom as it is on the side.
And I do have some plans for doing some piecing so we can maybe incorporate walnut at some point in time when I'm not fulfilling so many orders, and I can make these, because somebody actually suggested that if this top could be like removable and could use that like an ore container.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Someone asked.
And if I made the pieces and glued together, which would hollow out the inside, that would be totally possible. But again, I need time to design it and then make some prototypes and get that to work, and that's not going to happen with all these orders that I got to do, because I can only do one thing at a time, and even that's kind of iffy. But
plus
anyway,
we've got some big events coming up, so you're
big events coming up and orders and stuff, and it's keeping me quite busy, and I'm not complaining whatsoever at all. But when I get a chance to work with something new like this and get to check it out and test it out, that's really nice.
Because hold up the raw one to this one.
Yeah.
Look at the difference.
You can see the difference there.
Oh, so you just don't know until you put that polish on it.
Yeah. And I always put that nice, the smooth polish I use makes it all nice and really smooth and like that. So that's a
and your process isn't just polish. I mean, you've got like 4 or 5 different products you put on it, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. See, that's another thing there. When I make one of these spools to come out, like that, there's a whole process, especially if I'm doing a lot of them. First I do is I cut my blanks so they're square. And then I take all the blanks and I cut them round and put my little burn marks on there and like that, and I leave them. And once I get all those done, then it's time to sanding. I hate sanding. That's the worst possible thing in the world. But anyway, it's got to be done. So I sand them down to like a very high grit, probably close to 1,000 grit.
Wow.
And then I seal them, because a sealer helps to seal in the grain, so that when you apply polish or stuff like that, you don't have the little fibers sticking up and stuff like that. So, and then I use, of course, some other grits to do that. And then I finally put on a what's called a friction finish. So
are you still using Yorkshire grit?
I'm using Yorkshire grit as well too, which brings it to the final
That's
bit
the
there.
final. Okay.
And then I put this friction finish on there. It just makes it smooth as glass.
Like a
I really
baby's
like
bottom.
that.
Yeah.
But it's a long process. It just like it takes a long time there.
Right.
But hey, it's worth it. I could do it. I could just cut these things and sand them down minimally, throw some shellac on, and say see you later. But they wouldn't look anything like this. This is not what I would want my friends to have on their desk or in their home.
Right, the raw one.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I want to have I want to put something out there that people would love having, and that I would love to see it.
Right, right.
That's just the way I think so. Yeah. Okay, that's my.
Beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
I have another whip, and this is just a little bit of work that I've done on this. I took this over to Barbara's Thursday and worked on it.
Don and Barbara's. We get together and have dinner and play guitars every Thursday night.
And we go upstairs and watch games. Barbara loves game shows. So we watch game shows. Anyway, this is Mice in the Sewing Room. This was one of my, I started this on my birthday. This was my 7 for 70. And Brenda Gervais, Brenda Gervais with a needle and thread.
And then cute little miceys.
Yeah, I've got 3 or 4 of these mice stitches, and I've done one of them, the Halloween one, and I'm working on this one. Oh, it's so much fun. I'm not using all the called for. I think I'm using what I have. I'm using some of the called for, and then also what I have. Stitching this on Fiber on a Whim Affogato, 36 count. I like the Affogato. And all I got done was getting the numbers in the tape measure that's on the bottom. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh.
It's nice.
So that was all back stitching, and it was fun. Yeah, we were just upstairs chatting and watching game shows and got that done. I like to have something I can take over there that's simple. Sure. This wasn't a whip go or anything. I actually picked up my second whip go last night, but I didn't get enough stitching on it to really show you what I had been doing. Working on the border, and that's kind of boring, so I'm not going to bore y'all with that. Anyway, that is my whips.
Sweet.
Whips. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're just whipping right through this.
Whipping right through this.
So what's next?
Well, I've got some Stitchy kindness.
There you go. All right.
Let's see. Yeah. The first thing is, y'all remember last time we told you about Peter's gift that he had ordered from California via China? I should use a little board.
I don't think that came from China, but
wherever it went. I think it went around. I think it went around.
Again.
I need a board. Let me get a board.
Get a board.
Let me get a board. Anyway, it came in, and it is so cute.
Ordered all the way back in November.
Yeah.
Just shows up. Anywho.
Isn't it cute? Kathy's Quilting Shop. Old Singer Saw Machine. Look at all the pretty frou-frous on here. I just love it. Oh, so what Peter's going to do, he didn't realize that he made work for himself by getting this.
I should know by now. I never learned.
I thought it would be really pretty if there was if a piece of wood was cut in a half moon, and then this was attached to it and put over my door going up to my quilting studio.
There you go.
Yay. Yeah, so I think it's really cute. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. So that's one of my Stitchy kindness. And then we went, like I said, on our road trip this past Wednesday to Brookneal, Virginia, up to the Southern Stitchers shop, and we took our car. I took the car. It was so cold that morning. We were supposed to meet at 9 o'clock, and Peter went out and started the car for me, and then he said, okay, it's ready. So I went out. I said, well, I better check and see if the back doors will slide open, because they're, automatic doors. They wouldn't open.
They're froze shut.
They were frozen shut. So I texted the girls, because we were going to meet at Kohl's and leave at 9 o'clock, and this was like 5 till 9. And I ran inside and got my hairdryer, and Peter got a long extension cord. I was using the hairdryer, and Peter was banging on the door trying to get the ice to break.
It had rain the night before, and everything froze.
Oh, it was so cold. It was so cold that morning. It was like 17 degrees, and but there was beautiful blue skies. Anyway, one of my Stitchy friends in our group, in our Wake Forest Library Stitchers, she brought me a card thanking me for driving, even though I didn't drive. Jennifer drove. Thank you, Jennifer, for driving. But I used the car. We used our car. So she gave me this sweet note, and she made this little pewter bunny in that garland needle minder. So I just thought that was so sweet. And she wrote a nice little note inside. So thank you, Kathy. That was very nice. Sorry. I was watching Merit on So Just Because Buzz, and I consider this stitchy kindness when people share free charts. And she was talking about a Facebook group called Doreen Jones. And so I went, and she was going to do one of the stitches that was free, and it was a Biscornu. And I'm going to just show it back here. Of course, it's kind of hard to see. My printer needs ink, and I've got it. I just haven't put new ink in it. But it's a strawberry Biscornu, and she's going to start stitching this. This is the back of it, or the bottom. You can't really see that. But anyway, go to Doreen Jones' Facebook page and look, and you can see. I mean, this lady's so generous to share all these charts.
It's a nice plan right there, too.
Isn't that beautiful?
Like some happy strawberries.
Oh, I just want to stitch this. When can I
and
stitch
you will.
it? When can I do it?
Do it right now. Go ahead.
Anyway, it's called Strawberry Biscornu. And I will link Doreen down below if y'all want to go check out what other things she has, and then just give her a nice thank you for her kindness.
Nice of her to do that.
Very nice of her to do that. And then I received a message on a DM from Instagram from a sweet stitcher named Trelly, and she is the Spanish stitcher, and she said she's going to start designing, redesigning and designing cross stitch charts, reproducing charts, and then having her originals also. And she asked if she could send me some. Well, of course you can. So sweet. She sent me some new charts that she's done, and she just, said to enjoy them, and I think she sent them to some other floss tubers as well. So I wanted to show y'all some pictures of her charts, or her new ones. Let's see. Let me start right here. This one is Lydia. I hope you can see my iPad. Lydia Houghton Sampler. This is an antique sampler reproduction. Look how beautiful. And she has opened up an Etsy shop, and I will link her Etsy shop down below. She started doing floss tubes. I'll also link her floss tube, and she's a joy to watch, so y'all go check her out. Here's a Redbird sampler, which is beautiful. There's red birds in each of the four corners. Nice size on that. Her charts are amazing. She does color charts, and she does black and white charts too. So this one, I'm gonna show you another picture of this blue Indiano,
Boy, that's
Indiano house. This is an original design, and I was watching her floss tube, and a friend of hers sent her a picture of this beautiful house, mansion, and said, you need to chart that. And she agreed, so she did it, and it is gorgeous. It is gorgeous.
That's a beautiful yellow dye in that material there. Is really, that sets it off the blue. Sets off the blue.
Right. Kim, the Contented Stitcher, is stitching this one, Le Masson sampler. This is an original sampler. Look at the colors in that. Oh, So I have no idea which one to do. They're all so beautiful. This is FT Sampler and Strawberries Basket. So there's 2 charts in this. There's the sampler and then the little pillow that goes along with it. I love the colors in that. I just think it's so pretty. And I believe she might have used, I just did pictures here so I can't tell. I can't remember if she used flower thread in some of these. And flower thread is getting almost impossible to find because Brenda talked about it on her FlossTube. Brenda
Everybody's bought it out.
So matter of fact, the web page for the for the people that make the floss said, you know, we're so overwhelmed with all of the orders that we've gotten in. You can't order them individually. I think you have to order packs, but there's a wait list. So anyway, I would love to stitch with those. And then this morning when I opened up my iPad, I had a message from Trelly on, hey Trelly, on Instagram again, and she said she's got some new charts for Valentine's Day and she wanted to send them to me. I said, oh, that's great. So she sent these. It's called Honoring Love, an original design. Just perfect for Valentine's Day. Look how pretty. And she stitched this with sulky thread. The sulky thread is number 1147, which I think I've got some of that upstairs, and I love using sulky. I think she used 36 count linen on that. So very nice. And I wanted to show you the pictures that she sent me. This is that one that you could only see sideways. Look how beautiful that is.
It's very nice, yeah.
I just love this tree over here, the way it bends, and the bird sitting up on the top of the tree. The bird, and then there's another bird down below. You see how pretty that is?
Absolutely beautiful, yeah.
Thank you, Trelly. That was very kind of you to send these, and I can't wait to start stitching on. I'm gonna have to pick one at a time. I'm not sure which one. This is a huge one here.
That's nice, yeah. That'll take you a while, but that's
Just
that's
absolutely.
probably my favorite there.
Yeah, it's huge.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's
Look at all the colors
beautiful.
in that.
And the little dog. She's got little dogs in it. Look at that.
Gee whiz.
Yeah, I love the mustard and the blue and the pink and the gray. And
It's
that
hard to-
is so pretty. Hard to
Hard
choose.
yeah.
Plus now with the Valentine's that she sent, the Honoring Love. Kim's working on this and it's beautiful. So you might could go check her out on her Instagram and see how far she might have finished it, how far she's gotten on it. Just absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much. So, wow.
How about that?
So we're moving right along. What do we have now? We've got haul.
Yep.
Do you want to show some of your haul?
Yeah, sure thing.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And then we have some news. Give me your little feller.
Yeah, go on.
Did you feed him all the rest of his goodies?
No, there's still more there. One little dinky piece there. Anyway. Yeah, I've actually got two things in haul.
Haul.
First one I'll do so it's easier. I saw a guy on the internet, YouTube, doing a bowl and put a different kind of finish on it. I kept wondering what kind this was because he used it food safe, he was saying, and everything like that, and it looked really, really good. So actually, it turned out to be something called wood honey, and made by a company called Total Boat. So I actually went to the website and checked it out, and I got me a bottle of it.
I love a little honey bear.
The honey bear, yeah. And this mix, there's no mix to it. You put it on a applicator, piece of cloth, something like that, and after you sand it down, you don't even seal the wood or anything like that. You just apply this, and it puts on a nice and natural sheen, not as shiny. It's kind of a matte finish, but it is food safe, wood finish, and I do plan on using this for some of my, like if I'm going to make some cutting boards, because you can just wipe it on, bada boom, and done there. So that might be something good. The honey dippers. I've got honey dippers that I've got in there. That's right. It's been, see how far removed. I get so busy on other things, I completely forgot about the honey dippers.
You've got so much going on.
But anyway, so I'll use my wood honey on my honey dippers.
Wood honey.
And yeah, this is kind of expensive, but hey, I'll see how long it lasts. That'll be the determiner there.
How much do you use? Just like a little dab? A little dab will do you, or do you use?
No, I don't really know.
Really
So I go to apply it. Looked, I couldn't tell from how much he was putting on the thing there. Looked like he was being very generous with it, and I mean, how generous can be? That's like $18 for this little bottle
For
right
8
here.
ounces, right?
For 8 ounces,
Hey,
yeah.
sweetie.
8 fluid ounces. So,
Yeah, wow.
but anyhow. So, and I did get another tool as well, too, because I want to make some little plugs for, sometimes I put a screw in something and I want like to put a piece of wood to cover up my screw hole and stuff like that.
Right.
And there's a way to do that. There's a special tool that you can make your own little plugs, such as, I'm going to hold these in my hand. I don't know if you can see them like this.
Oh, yeah.
Little, like they're like little dowels there,
Little
right?
dowels.
Little small size there. These are, well, these are metric sizes. They're about 6 millimeter and about 13 millimeter.
A little dowel do ya?
Little dowel do ya. And these are the tools that I found to make them. Found these online.
And you also made this.
Oh yeah. This is well, yeah.
It's a
I had a
nice
little piece of scrap wood here, but these are the tools that make those little dowels. I put them on my drill, and I drill it down into the wood. And I got a sample here. I'm going to show you, and you got several different styles that I can do with here. And I'm going to be using these quite a bit. So I had a little piece of scrap wood, and I just drilled some holes in it so I could put these in there, and then I could use these screw holes here and just attach it to the side of the cabinet, and I can always reach out and grab one as I need it. And such a handy little tool, because before, to make these, well, I actually couldn't do these before because you really can't, turn something
That's
that small unless you had I had a micro lathe, which I don't have, and I wouldn't justify getting one anyway there, especially with this little tool. But with some of these, I took this tool right here and I cut a little piece of scrap wood there. That's what it looks like. You drill down into the wood. And then after you get down so far, you just take like a screwdriver or something like that and pop it open, and then out pops the little dowel. Of course, I could finish off the bottom, and now I could use that for, I could actually make these for feet like you suggested for the bottom of my
I think that would be cute.
Yeah,
because it's kind of the same
I could
shape
do that.
as the spool.
Yeah. In fact, I might just go ahead and do that.
Might be
This was
easier.
cherry, that's purple heart, but I could use the same kind of wood. But just to kind of show you how it works, because this was kind of fun. This was the fun part here. I have another piece of scrap. This is a spalted maple, and using that same tool, I cut that little circle hole into it. It only goes down so far because the shaft is only so deep on this, about a little over ½ an inch. And then, to show you how easy this is, take your screwdriver, after drilling in, you just pop it. See that little pop there?
I did, I heard it.
And then it just comes right out. And
Oh, look at that.
this one's a little short there on that side, but that's okay, because a lot of these are going to be used for plugs to cover up screw heads anyway.
So you're going to sand that flat. You put it on your plane?
Yeah, I just use my sander and sand it down flat. But another advantage of this as well too is that if I want to make a hole, say like a 13 millimeter hole and something like that, well, look what a nice hole that makes.
Yeah.
And I mean, I got all different sizes and different styles there for making different plugs. And then they're all just steel, and they cut and can make the hole. So I can have all kinds of fun making all kinds of dowels or making holes in wood for other
for
objects.
scroll rods.
Scroll rods and stuff like that. Hey, there you go. So
there's no end to the possibilities.
there's all kinds of possibilities. So this is my haul that I have to show.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a new tool to work with there. Make a mess with all over the table.
That's all right. Gonna clean up. I got my Vicky Clayton silks in. Okay.
Take fur bag here.
And I wish I had a better way to show you these.
Ooh, what's that? Here, snap.
Snap, crackle, pop. It's not for food.
Excuse me.
These are the solid colors on this side. Look at those blues. Oh my word. Oh. And then these are the overdyes on this side. How beautiful.
It's so much nicer showing them this way than before. You used to just have a little plastic pack.
Well, it shows the colors.
You can see the colors
You can
now.
see the richness of them.
You couldn't do that before.
I know.
That's nice.
And of course, I take these out and put them in my little cabinet upstairs that I've shown y'all on a previous video.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's a nice little carrying case there.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's actually a bead holder. So it comes with all these little compartments that go in there.
Yes.
And you put beads in.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Well, that's handy.
That's very handy. Okay, I'm going to put this right
Yeah,
here.
throw it right on this
I
one.
can do it without
ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Got some haul from there. Let me get this. Got oh, hang on, guys. I'm reach. Got my 36 count color and cotton in for January, and it is really pretty. It's called Mushroom Bold. Look how pretty that is. See, when I come forward, that lights it up too much. So I think that's probably more the color. Very nice. Great sampler color.
It is beautiful.
I really like her.
Nice dyeing job on that.
Beautiful job. And I love that she serges. She uses these little bulb pins and labels them really nice. Tells you what month it was.
Yeah.
I did get in touch with them to see if they did Lugana, and they do not do Lugana. They do Ada. I'm not sure if I'm going to switch or continue with them, because I'm getting such a large quantity and I need to use it.
Yeah.
So I might. So there might be a spot if you want to get in Color and Cotton's club. I love it, but I'm just getting too much. I've got this. Oh, here's one of those little holders, little bead holders that comes in, and I went to Hobby Lobby. I wanted to get some crosses.
Reach it?
For my Sunday stitches, for my finishes. So I got these at Michael's. We were at Michael's, weren't we?
We were at Michael's, yeah.
Yeah, so I just put a little old-fashioned button on there and one of the bulb pins. That's pretty.
Decorate your pillow right now.
Yeah, just decorate my pillow right nice. And the bench hopefully will have another stitch on it by our next FlossTube, if I can get it finished. And then they had these, boy, these are really hard to open up.
Well,
Okay.
I can do it one hand here though.
Okay, well just hang on a minute. Let me show, well, I'll show it in a minute maybe anyway. Our Stitchers group, a bunch of the ladies have one of these that they got from Amazon. And these are really reasonable. Come in all kinds of different colors. My Stitchy case, if I ever get it finished, is navy blue, so I thought I'd get it in navy. And this is adjustable. It's metal, so you can put magnets on it and put your chart there or paper. Sit on your table, and then it folds up.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that upstairs? Okay, well,
looks like something old secretaries used to have to hold their documents up with they type. So.
Yeah. It's a nice weight.
Yeah.
So that was part of my haul. Hang on, guys. Oh, you got it open?
Yep.
And then these are called, what kind of keys are these called?
Skeleton keys?
Skeleton keys. Look at all the skeleton keys. These are so cute.
And so big.
Won't they be cute on a finish though? Pinned with a bulb pin. And there was three different kinds. Those are the only two I can get to. And then the crosses, I think there were. Oh, I got it.
Yeah, okay.
Is that the same? Yeah, that's the same. There's one that's like a little I got that one. Well, anyway, there's 3 different types. They come in the little pack. So those are cute.
Very nice.
And then my Southern Stitchers. And I meant to look this up to see how. You don't need to look at the total there.
Oh my. Danger.
Well, I came in under actually what I wanted to spend, so I wanted to, support her. Her name is Whitley at the shop. It's a lovely shop. It's right downtown Brookneal, Virginia. Southern Stitchers Needlework Shop. And I was going to do a video there, but I just did not have time. We were, it was really, really cold, and we were all hungry, so we wanted to stay and stitch, but it was cold in the shop. The heat had not been on for very long, and I just think, being an old building, it was just cold. So we still, did a lot of damage in the little bit of time that we were there, about an hour, I guess, or maybe 2 hour and a half. Yeah, I bought one of her journals, and these are sold also on Amazon. So you can get them either at her shop or Amazon, and it has a page for each stitch. Now, I don't know how many projects you can put in this. That's what I was wanting to look up. But it's, it's a full book. I normally use the Fat Quarter Shop cross stitch journal, and I really like the Fat Quarter Shop, but I'm going to be running out of spaces as I start new items. So anyway, so this is what I got from her shop. I really didn't want to show that price, but anyway, this is Fiber on a Whim Cafe Olay 36 count.
You can read through her fingers.
The reason I didn't want to show that is I had no idea I paid that much for it. I should have been paying better attention because I would not have gotten this if I'd known how much it was for Fat Quarter.
Well, you supported her.
I did, yeah, I supported her. I got Teresa Kogat's Newcastle Bouquet Biscornu, which I have the Newcastle Bouquet. Isn't that beautiful?
She is a great designer.
Oh my goodness. So top, bottom, you could use either one. And I love these colors. There's something about these colors. I mean, you can tell. This is the other one that I got, Plum Street Samplers, This Happy Morning. I've been wanting this chart for a long time. Well, look at the colors. They're all the same colors. So I must be a red and green girl. And gold. And gold.
Just drawn to that.
So This Happy Morning was my other chart that I bought. And this can be done either on the cream color or the black. I'm going to do it on this one at some point. I don't know when. That's a lot of stitching. It's a big chart, 254 by 244. And it's got Week Style Works, Classic Color Works, DMC. Yeah. So it has those different kinds. Whoops. Yeah.
Whoopsies.
That's okay.
You didn't see that.
Well, I mean, it's not actually the chart. They can look at that.
Oh, okay.
What an expensive chart. And then I did go ahead. Josie had told me about the flosses, and oh man, they were so pretty. Look at this. This is Coffee Bean.
You gotta use one of that piece of wood in the back. Yeah,
Baby.
There you go.
Okay.
There. That'll show up better against there, eh?
Maybe I should do it this way. Okay, y'all hold on just a minute. I don't know if I have enough clips. You want to play your guitar a little bit while I get this?
I might need to. If we haven't lost everybody already.
I'm sorry, but you want to see these all together. If I can get them all together. I'm going to put that over a little bit. This is Whiskey Barrel. Whiskey. Cranberry. Oh my.
Cranberry, oh my. Cranberry, oh my. That's what it is.
Cranberry. Oh. Blue Ridge Mountains. Look at that blue. I'm not going to be able to get them all on here.
Right.
Winter Pine. Oh wow, I have just enough. How did that happen?
Except for this last one.
Okay.
You get it. Turn around on the other side.
And then Myrtle. Now I want to put them all together because this would be a really nice palette. Here we go. Look how pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? So she does a beautiful job dyeing.
No more.
Beautiful job dyeing.
Yeah, that's really nice.
That's really pretty.
I'm amazed at how they can do that and make those such rich, vibrant colors.
And they're very reasonable. They're $2.10 a skein. So I just think they're beautiful. That Mystic is kind of a purple gray. A little bit of a almost, what would you say? That has got some purple in it. An eggplant?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe an eggplant.
Yeah, I would say so. Maybe a little bit lighter. Yeah.
Aren't they pretty?
Like
Just beautiful.
Pretty, colorful painting palette.
It really would. Yeah.
Wouldn't it? Yeah.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors. I could find something. She actually has charts. She's done charts, and I think she's had 2 releases that have been in Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. And she had them in the shop, really cute. One was a winter scene, and then I think there was a patriotic. And she said she is going to be designing more, but they're not going to be in Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. And I just heard that Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher is not going to be doing the hard copy magazines anymore. I think they're going to be going to just digital, which I really hate to hear that because that's a beautiful magazine.
Well, I mean, digital, that's the way everybody's going nowadays.
I know, but it's just, there's something about having
That's why
a
newspapers
book.
are going out of business. Nobody buys
You know,
newspapers
even
anymore.
books. I love the smell of books, you know. But anyway, yeah. And then my last piece of haul, I think, is we stopped on the way back. Well, on the way there, we saw an antique store. And we said, oh, we got to stop there if we have time. So it's Toots Creek Antiques. And there was a Toots Creek right there. There was a little bridge right past that. And we went in. We had 45 minutes. We set our timer because we had to be back by 5 o'clock. So we had 45 minutes to go in the shop and look around. Look what I found. This little rocking chair. And it rocks beautifully. Is that not gorgeous? Oh my gosh, I had found 2 different styles, and I was having a hard time deciding which one to get. And I thought, well, I'll just get them both. But good sense prevailed with friends' help. They said, just pick one. So I asked Judy which one was her favorite, and she said this one, so I went with this one. And I'm really glad I did. On the inside, I don't know if you can see this writing here. Can you see that? It says Ruby Ray in quotes, July 1950, Skyline Drive. So I'm really curious. I wonder what that means. Was it made for Ruby Ray on July of 1950?
It looks so old. There's nothing like a new that would come out like modern day type of a machine finish or working.
Yeah, it's very old, very old. But this is going to be, there's going to be a lot of stitches that are going to be sitting in this, I think. Or a little miniature quilt hanging across.
Little pillow.
Little pillow.
Miniature quilt, yeah.
Wouldn't that be cute? A very, very little miniature quilt. Yeah. So that was the last of
That's
my
a great
haul.
idea.
Yeah, I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Okay.
I got an email from Nibby, from Bonnie Woomer, on the way back on our trip, and she's going to have some releases at Market for the Nibby Needle Spool. And I got so excited when I saw those. There's going to be winter, spring, summer, and fall, autumn. And they are just darling. She sent the pictures of the charts to me. And she's, matter of fact, stitched spring. And she sent that to me this morning, I think is when I got it. Or maybe she sent it last night and I saw it this morning. A lot of fun to stitch. They'll fit on the Nibby Needle Spool. And I brought the Nibby Needle Spool just so y'all could see it again, because I know we haven't talked about it a huge amount.
Yep.
I'm gonna get up. I've got to reach. Well, I can't reach, so I'm gonna come over here. I've got one finish I need to do, and I'm hoping to get that done real soon. This was her Halloween spool. And this was done on a tulip poplar. She made this fob for me and sent it to me. Oh, I just think that's so cute. And this is a 3-hole.
Yeah, the nibbies are 3-holers.
The nibbies are 3-holers. These have been sold exclusively with cross stitch, Johnson City, yeah. Cross Stitch and Crafts. Sandra and Fred, yeah.
I could put a hole in the center there too. You could have actually make it a 4-hole out of it if you wanted.
I like the 3 holes.
3 is
on this
a
one,
good
yeah.
even number.
These are bigger, taller actually than our
Tiny towns. A little bit taller, but yeah, diameter's a bit smaller.
But then smaller around this way.
A piece of maple there.
It's a piece of maple.
Yep.
And this is cherry.
Cherry, yeah.
So I'm going to finish this, her don't touch chart on the cherry.
Oh, that's going to look nice.
Isn't that going to be pretty? And she's going to send me her 4 charts. I want to get them stitched up and show you guys. We will have them added to our shop January 31st. So there's a little bit of shop news because the exclusive, thing that we had with Cross Stitch and Crafts will be ending January 31st.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll have those available through our Etsy store.
Right. And then if they still want them, we can still send them to them and wholesale them to them.
I'm sure we will, yeah.
Yeah. I've been trying to get the new items added to the shop and just have not had time. We've been really super busy, but I'm hoping this week, by next weekend, we will have Petits, the Petits that Peter made.
Yep.
there's one of the stitcher lady friend, Deborah, in our stitching group. She said, I want a petite. When are you going to add them to the shop? So I'm going to take the petites to her first.
There you go. Let her pick, right?
Her pick, and then I'm going to add them to the shop by this coming up weekend.
Yeah.
Next weekend.
Yeah.
And also the scissor caddies. We're going to get a couple scissor caddies.
Gotta get them scissor caddies up and running. I've been sick of looking at them laying around here.
Right.
Well, I gotta finish them, but I mean, yeah.
Right.
Hopefully get to that.
Yeah, as far as plans, I'm going to continue with Whip Go. I want to get my 2 more finishes done for January, so I would like to have 2 finishes done for January. And we're going to have, I'm hoping we're going to have a special guest in our next FlossTube, and I tried to set it up with her for the 31st. Donna?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
How about
she
that?
said she would do one with me, so I'm hoping we can get together, and we talked about doing a whip parade.
There you go.
So, question mark, possibility, special guest, and a fun whip parade.
Yeah.
You will love Donna. She is so funny. I mean, she just had us cracking up with her stories. She's from New Jersey, and she just has a lot of life in her and a lot of fun.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah. We do have. Oh gosh, I've got to dig that out.
What do you got to dig out?
Sunday stitches. Okay, hang on,
Why
guys.
do you got to dig that out?
Cause something special.
Well, you already went through that pile. Then showed them everything.
I
in there.
know, but I got something else.
Oh,
Here,
jeekers.
so you hold down for a second.
Oh, sure. I'll just use one of my 8 arms to hold it.
Okay.
Hold on. Hang on.
Now I can put it right over here. Hang on, I got it. Hang on.
Killing me here.
We're doing great on the time. Oh, this isn't the one. We were doing great on the time.
See you next week, folks.
Grace, give us grace. We're gonna have a giveaway.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's right, yeah. But I want to get the charts out to show you.
Doo-doo.
So for Beth Twist Sunday Stitches, the 2 that I've completed, I want to give these away. So we've got Amazing Grace. Beautiful chart. I stitched this on 32 count with the called for. That was my first time stitching on 32 count. And that's the size of the 32 count right there. So that's a nice size. And then Blessed Assurance, which y'all just saw this just a few minutes ago. So these 2 will be giveaway number 1, actually, we're not gonna go numbers. We're gonna, if you would like Amazing Grace, write Amazing Grace. If you would like Blessed Assurance, write Blessed Assurance. You can try for both. Of course, you only get 1. Don't say giveaway in your comment. And you must be 18 because I'll need your address. This is not limited to the U.S. We'll send to Canada or wherever. But we'd like to hear, I would love to hear, and of course Peter would too, what you're stitching. So what are you stitching right now? Tell us what you're stitching right now. And I'd love to hear from you, and give us some information about it, and if you're enjoying it and which plans are. So anyway, that is everything, I think.
And
I
you
didn't
tell them to
leave
mention either Blessed Assurance or...
Blessed, yeah, one or the other. You can try for both. And one thing that's good about our FlossTube that it's not real huge is you have a really good chance of winning. So comment, y'all comment.
There you go.
Yeah.
Your chances are better than they would ever have been.
Yeah. And tell your friends about us. We'd love to grow our channel a little bit if possible. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'm not going to say you have to be a subscriber to win. You just, tell us what you're stitching on, and then put whatever one
That's
you
right.
want or
That's
both.
right.
Yeah.
If you're brand new, not a subscriber even, but we hope that you would subscribe.
Yeah, it'd be great if you would subscribe. That helps get it pushed out there a little bit. The whole algorithm
and then
thing.
anytime something new comes out, you guys get a notification of it.
Right. If you subscribe and then hit that little notify bell, then you will get a notification that we've posted another FlossTube. We're going to try to be better this year. Here we are, 2 videos so far in January, so we're trying.
Cooking with gas now.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that wraps it up, except for you sharing God's words.
Exactly. I'm going to share with you a piece of scripture out of my new Bible. We both got new Bibles here
Okay.
for not for Christmas, but just for
the new year.
just for the new year. So, and I want to share with you scripture this morning from 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 7, which says, "It's not important who does the planting or who does the watering. What's important is it's God who makes the seed grow." A little different version there. This is New Living Translation there, and this is about how we are supposed to be planting, watering, and but we're not responsible for how things grow. God is the one who makes things grow.
Right.
And we pray that God would bless you this day. And thank you so much for listening. And we'd love to talk with you. Please leave comments, and we'll get back with you as best as we can. And until the next time,
Happy stitching.
happy stitching.
God bless y'all.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.